Welcome back to the Kip Up and Go Podcast. I'm your boy, The Juice, and this is your boy.
Pat Nasty.
There we go. Let's go. Episode 24. We hitting it like Kobe, baby.
On the comeback.
On the comeback, baby. We're not even doing the whole Raw and SmackDown review. We jumping straight to the WrestleMania cards because they're back in Las Vegas.
Okay.
But it is what it is. Like we're already at the point where it's just done and done.
Raw and SmackDown were just fillers. They were just boring.
Boring. I don't want to say they were shit shows, but they were shit shows.
They just wanted to make sure no one else got hurt the week of WrestleMania.
They was playing it real safe. Even though one person almost got hurt, Jey Uso, but we're not even trying to discuss that. Let's jump into this Mania card. Pat freaking Nasty. I'm going to ask you one question first. What match are you most salivating for? Because I know which one I'm salivating for. It's going to be the same one that you pick. Go ahead.
Per night, or just in the whole show?
The whole show.
The whole show? Oba Brock.
Oba Brock.
That's the
yes.
most. Oba Brock. And my second is Stephanie and Liv.
Yep.
They've told the best story out of all of them.
Yes.
And I'm hyped.
I'm so hyped for it because the Oba Brock feud has just been great from top to bottom.
Except for that premature Raw ending. But whatever.
Whatever.
That's fine. You know what I mean? I think any of those two. I don't think any of those two guys can get hurt. You know what I mean? Maybe they would have hurt some of the other guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
The security. But they're going to be safe. They're too big.
Too big.
They don't do no Bronson Reed style stuff where they have to dive and jump and all that.
Definitely not. See, what I would have done, I would have swapped those. This Mondays, last Mondays, you know?
Just
the brawl this Monday and the talking last Monday.
You can feel the panic. You can feel the stress. And the whole ticket sale, TKO debacle, the Pat McAfee debacle. The way they're trying to force it by having Cody go on the Pat McAfee show when he's not there and destroy his little set. They're trying to make something happen, but it's just, you can't polish a turd, bro.
You can't. The crazy thing is, I was just about to really, believe in it until they showed me that. I was just, you just wasted it for me. When I'm thinking that y'all really about to take it serious, you send Cody into Pat McAfee set just to OD it. You didn't even have to do all that.
Just to have more ESPN viewers. That's what it's for. It's because some of the matches are on ESPN, so they want to make sure they have the viewership, so that way they can test themselves in real life, find out if it's worth continuing the partnership.
Facts.
And
so we'll see.
Let's not lie. Before we even start our review, this possibly, to me, has a feeling of being one of the worst WrestleManias I've ever seen in my life.
I can agree.
There's still time for it to change because only when it happens will we know. But the road to WrestleMania was the worst road I've ever seen.
It's been built like shit.
I can't imagine a more time where no one was excited this far into the road to WrestleMania. And apologies for my voice. I lost it.
Yeah.
Power through, baby.
We actually work, baby. I'm going to sit here and real quick list off some of the matches that I care less about. It's going to be quick. First off,
how about we call this, right? Since we don't like them, let's call it, these matches can kip up and go away.
Kip up, go away.
But anyway,
thank you. Appreciate it. Mostly because these matches were not needed. They could have did something else with these things, but it is what it is. First of all, Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley.
Worst female championship build up for a match ever.
Yes, could have done so much better with that, but it is what it is.
Anything would have been better.
Anything would have been better. The Intercontinental Championship, Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. Yeah, you shitted all over that.
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary. The 6-man tag match, the Usos, LA Knight, Logan Paul, and Austin Show Speed. The last one, Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor, only because I don't think the Demon was needed for this at all.
That could have been a Monday Night Raw match.
That could have been that. Without the Demon.
Yeah. Because you could just...
Without the Demon.
It's not a be-all, end-all like they're trying to build it. It's the first time they're going to fucking really fight.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Since the turn.
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania is like an ending. It's not going to end. Like, you need that to be on Raw and SmackDown a couple times for JD to interfere. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Build drama.
Right. Could have put the AAA belt on the line a couple times or once, and like JD McDonough gets it, like he gets in the way of all that, and then you bring out the Demon.
Yeah, I think it's just completely rushed, and it's because Dominic's a big star, and they got to give him a match because he's been pulling double duty almost the whole year, and making that AAA merge really worth it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. One of the matches I'm most excited for, it's kind of a sleeper match, but it's definitely Seth Rollins versus Gunther. It wasn't that crazy of a build. There was a rush build, but I know when they get in that ring, they're going to put something on.
That's the problem I have with it. Wrestling fans who know two good opponents, now it's like a TKO UFC boxing fight, and I don't like that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just two warriors going to battle, no story, no nothing. I hate it. We know it could be a banger because they're top professionals that's carried the company in their own way over the last couple of years.
Right.
And they both deserve a WrestleMania moment, but people got hurt along the way, and it took forever.
Yes. And right.
And I was going to say, we could talk about, too, someone that I feel got snubbed for their WrestleMania moment. I think in some way or form, she worked hard enough. She should have been there, even though they've been botching her, is Maxine Dupree.
Exactly. Maxine Dupree. Oh, shit. I was about to say Io Sky, but okay.
Nah, Io will be a part of it. She's going to be like interference or whatever. You know
Which
what I mean?
Sucks ass, but all right.
If she's going to do anything to pop and be crazy, she'll probably try to turn on Mommy.
True. But if she turns on Mommy, does she go back with the Kabuki Warriors?
Nah. I would do it that she turns on Mommy and Kyrie turns on Asuka and her and Kyrie become a tag team or something.
I think that's where they're headed. And I would love for that to happen.
So, because Asuka's good on her own, Mommy's good on her own. You know what I mean? So, I would do that if I'm going to do anything, just to change it up a bit and make it still kind of work. But Maxine worked her ass off, and they fucking just gave up on her with this whole natty shit and destroyed it.
Destroyed it all. Like, she is nowhere to be seen. I haven't seen her in like a month.
So, I have a male that I think should also have a WrestleMania match. Kit Wilson.
Yeah. You're definitely right.
He's hot.
Kit Wilson. He definitely is. I don't think that he's not going to be at WrestleMania. He's going to have, I got a feeling he's going to have some type of cameo or something to do with WrestleMania.
It's a stadium. They're going to have like 6 minutes in between matches to set up because of how far they got to bring everything. You know what I mean? When they change things. So there'll be segments and stuff like that. We're guaranteed to get John Cena and Danhausen. There's no way that doesn't happen.
No way.
So
now, what I would swap for would be the SmackDown tag team titles on this match instead of the 6-man tag match.
Yeah.
That way you put Kit Wilson and The Miz in that match. Even if it was like a 6-man triple threat tag type match, you know?
Something.
Something.
You know, let guys get their WrestleMania moment. It feels like they just got rid of a lot of guys, and a lot of guys that are going to have the moment are just clickbait. Right. They're just trying to like ESPN kind of guys. You know what I mean? Celebrities, people who have their own fan bases so that they can try to get other people from other fan bases to join in So it's not about us anymore. So I don't like that.
Not at all. It's going to be at least 10 to 15 celebrities in this match card alone.
Probably Cameron. After today,
Probably
with Jay Uso fighting with him or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's going to be like every other show and pay-per-view where they just keep showing celebrities sitting in the fucking stands.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Oh, I like Kanye. Kanye's at WWE. I'm going to support WWE now because Kanye's there. Not that he's ever been there. I'm just saying, though not a big name.
Example. Right. For example.
So we'll see, man. I'm holding my breath for this one.
That's all we can do is hold our breath.
So let's get it started, baby. WrestleMania 42.
All right.
Free on ESPN. ESPN 2, by the way. Not 1.
ESPN 2.
2. We're going to open up Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Show Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight. First and foremost, tag team championships aren't being defended. Awful decision.
Awful. Neither one of the tag titles are being defended on this show.
Look, I'm adamant on this. At WrestleMania, your major pay-per-views, every belt needs to be defended, or else what the fuck is the point of being champion?
What is it?
That's one of the things that AEW gets right. No matter how long their shows are,
you're spot on that one.
Their fucking titles are defended.
They're being put as pristine. You know what I mean? They're putting legacies on these titles, but not with WWE because they're not putting all the titles up, or at least half of them.
Here's what I want us to do, right? Before we talk about this match, I want us to rate the match from 1 to 10 using decibels and everything. You can give it a 2.3, you know what I mean? 7.5, whatever. We don't got to be as specific as you want to be for how you like or dislike it. And then let's average it. For night one, at the end, we're going to average it. All right?
Okay.
So, 6-man tag match. How do you feel about it?
6.5. Straight 6.5. That's what I'm giving it as a rating.
Yeah. I can't argue with that.
Because, the only thing about it is, you got, Logan Paul, Show Speed in there. Like you said, they're not defending the tag titles, which is a fucking mistake. And hopefully LA Knight... why even win them in the first place? LA Knight is hopefully not going to botch. The only thing that would have made this better is if they was getting a rematch for the titles, and Show Speed was in their corner reluctantly, and LA Knight was in the Usos' corner.
Yeah. And look, I'll give them credit. They did all the Show Speed stuff right. He played his part perfectly. A celebrity that well-deserved his spot. We all saw the training videos. Cool. But I guess, with all the vision injuries, it just seems desperate. I'd rather him not be in the match and be on the side and get involved later and it be an actual tag team championship match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's a better match that could have happened. Ready? Hit me out.
I'm here. I'm listening. I'm here for
The Vision versus just the Usos in a tag team championship match. Show Speed as the manager. LA Knight special referee. How would you rate that match as opposed to the 6-man tag?
I would get that.
Brutally honest. Don't bullshit me. Don't try to hype me up and make it 8.5 now. No. What do you honestly think? If at 6.5 we're starting with just a 6-man tag match.
I would go up to. I would give it a solid 8 because of the fact that you're not bullshitting me with Show Speed. I mean, in a 6-man tag match, and you're actually putting the titles on the line.
With LA Knight as a special guest referee, you have more leverage to get everybody involved and extra things to do.
Right, and you could also have that moment where LA Knight is in a situation where he has to count to 3 on the Usos, even though he's cool with the Usos.
Or you get ISO Speed knocking him out by accident or something, or on purpose this time with the brass knucks, and a referee's got to haul ass down that fucking ring again, the ramp.
I'll do you one better. He knocks him out with the brass knucks and takes his referee's shirt, jumps in the match, and they just count it.
Why are we so much better than them?
Why? I don't understand it.
Immediately already it jumps up a point and a half, making it more watchable. So that's the first match. All right, now here's a really bad idea that they did. Why is an unsanctioned match on ESPN? A match that can be as hardcore and brutal as it wants to be, and no one's held liable. Why is it on TV with a bunch of restrictions?
A whole bunch of restrictions. That's one match that you should move to the middle of the card when everything starts to get slowed down. You hype it back up with the unsanctioned match. That's
it, because the match doesn't have to, like, it can be crazy. Anybody can get involved, family can get involved, anything. Now it feels like it's supposed to be a spectacle. They're going to find a way to get jazz hands out there for ESPN, you know?
Right. I would have swapped that. I would have swapped that with the AJ Lee Becky Lynch match, which is 3 matches away from the main match, you know? Easy swap.
Here's what this does for me.
Gotcha.
This match was my third most interesting match that I wanted to, because it was built perfectly.
Oh, yes.
I had no problem with it. That's like, there's only a couple matches that were actually built perfectly. This was one of them. And now, because I see it's on ESPN, I can't trust that it's going to be as good as I expected it. I was going to give this like a 9-3 of what I was hoping for. I would have to go 8-3 now, because I think the ESPN TV is going to fuck up some of the cool plans that had to be canceled, and we'll hear about later when someone actually is allowed to open their mouth on how ESPN ruined some of the ideas they had for this match. Because these guys were fighting everywhere. They were getting down and dirty. They were ripping off windshields of cars, getting hands bloody, falling off the side of buildings. You're going to tell me I should expect that on ESPN too?
Facts. They're going to make it as safe as possible while being unsanctioned, which is the craziest shit ever. Here's the thing, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? You fixed it after you took away the belt from Drew, which we all were pissed about. You could have let Drew drop it at Mania if he was going to do Highlander after Mania. Makes no goddamn sense. You fix it by doing all these good promos, all these backstage fights and everything, just so it can end up on the pre-show of ESPN.
Yeah. So here's 2 things that you made me think of. Number 1.
Go ahead.
When we say they fixed it, right?
Right.
If I ask you right now, based on everything that's happened, Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, or Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu in an unsanctioned match, which one should have been for the championship? Which one?
The unsanctioned match.
Which one is the fucking money maker?
The unsanctioned match. Yeah. Gotta be.
That's the main event to end WrestleMania. And they blew it because they're trying to use Cody and Pat McAfee to make money. To me, if I was Randy Orton, I'd be extremely pissed and disrespected. He's a very old school guy because of how he was brought up. I gotta believe that the WWE Unreal, if it's really, really unreal, is just going to be him flipping half of it.
More than likely.
Win or lose, when he gets out of that curtain for WrestleMania and the deal's done, I fully expect him to go off.
Facts. I had a thought, right? Since this feud started, right? You've seen that Cody was getting booed more often than Randy Orton when Randy Orton was getting cheered. I feel like they're thinking, I could be way off with this. Their thinking was, they probably know that we were going to get pissed off if they brought Pat McAfee in to fuck this shit up, just so Randy could catch more heat as the bad guy by having this douchebag in fucking I just said his name, McAfee coming in. It was just a thought in my head. I think that's really what they was thinking. I could be giving them too much credit.
Probably too much credit. I think, like they said, the decision with Pat wasn't theirs. Everybody hated it. Creative hated it, which is why they had Cody go off on his own and shoot. And it's just a decision that every single person, 100%, except the one executive at the top,
yeah,
realized and knew it was going down. And now they're just trying to figure out a way to salvage it. Because everyone's just like, I told you. And now you fucked up the WrestleMania main event.
Which could have been one of the greatest matches in WrestleMania history. Just by their history alone. Their 20 years of history alone.
Do you know the one thing that we never talked about, that all they had to do to set everybody on fire and be ready for this match without Pat McAfee? Have Cody Rhodes punt Randy's dad.
Ooh.
Right. Goosebumps. Randy's the Viper. Randy's already upset, saying he's a killer. And Cody's pissed off and punts his dad on like a at-home type of thing, like he pulled up to the house. You know what I mean? Not at the event. You know what I mean? If he was going to pull up anywhere in real life, pull up there to Randy's father's home and punt him. Tell your son I'll see him at WrestleMania.
But would that make Cody more heelish?
There was no stopping it.
Yeah.
To me, like the heel babyface thing didn't matter anymore because they were already doing stuff with Cody trying to make him heel. Just because you bring a decision that everybody unanimously hates, and now there is no heel. Cody is a babyface by default because they can't stand the other two so much because of how bad it is and mad they are that it exists.
Yep.
It's not because of what happened. It's because they exist and it's a part of it. You know what I mean? Instead, all you had to lean on was the 20-year rivalry and shit got real. Randy talks about the voices are coming back. He's attacking guys in the back. And then all of a sudden, Cody snaps and then Cody's getting bad too. Then you use the match itself to dictate who's the face and who's the heel. You let them tell the story and decide for all of us what happens.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
I can't disagree with that.
It's not the first time at WrestleMania they did a double turn or whatever, I mean, in the middle of the pay-per-view.
Facts.
It was with Hogan, right? Rockin' Hogan or whatever?
Rockin' Hogan, I think Stone Cold and The Rock.
Stone Cold and The Rock, I think it was. Yeah, you know what I mean? They did it like, let that be the moment that two professionals, we clearly think they're the best and the top guys to run this, and who should let them have it. They got 20 years of tricks. They got all the guys in the back on how we do this. Instead of the show that nobody cares about.
Facts.
If Cody punted Randy or Cowboy Bob Orton, it's a wrap. It's on site.
It's on site, yes.
All
those voices in his head?
Yeah. They would have, everyone else would have still got it in the arena. LA Knight, Matt Cardona, who also deserved is he in Mania?
Apollo Crews.
You know what I mean? Anybody.
Like just a random, yeah.
Yeah. Should have happened.
But just to go back.
Sure.
The unsanctioned match, I'm gonna give that an 8.2 as well. Because I know it's gonna be out of pocket.
Do you want to do it 8.0, 8.2, 8.3?
8.3 at its highest. 8.3 at its highest.
We agree on that. Because they could still do something cool. I'm not sure yet. I'm skeptical, but whatever happens, happens, you know?
Facts.
All right.
Next one is Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Sleeper.
That's sneaky good match because it's two professionals, two quality wrestlers. Horrible booking.
Horrible promos all the way up to the match. A horrible build up to the match.
It's a boxing match. It's a TKO fat fingered boxing match coming live on UFC Fight Night. You know what I mean?
Right.
Two trusted warriors that you know can put on a match and put on a show and do something. But the story's not there.
Not there at all. And I had the awkward feeling that Braun Breaker is going to show up and spear the shit out of Seth Rollins. One way or the other.
That would make it. Even if he's not fully healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
would make that happen.
I only give this match for me a 7.5. 7.5 as in it's a C. And I trust these guys as professionals. But like I can't go any higher because I don't know. The story was horrible. I'm not invested.
Solid 7.
Solid
Only
7?
because I know the match is going to be crazy.
So we'll go in the middle, 7.25.
7.25. Next match is...
See, look, we have Seth Rollins and Gunther, and we have nothing left to talk about. That's how fast that match is because of how little was built up. That was my point. I didn't do that on purpose. I didn't do that on purpose. I was just doing the math, and you wanted to move on because there's nothing to talk about there.
You're right. There isn't.
That's horrible.
The only thing I could talk about is just complaining that the fact that I'm not even complaining. I understand why Rey Mysterio didn't want to get ended by Gunther just yet.
He deserves.
It is what it is.
He deserves to have his son take him out regardless. He's earned that. He's earned that, and Dom's earned that because you've been building that story since the beginning. You can't take that story away from them too.
Facts.
Their story is bigger than anybody Gunther's story or anything.
Facts.
I actually think if you make it to where they start out with Gunther trying to take out Rey and want to retire him, and you elevate Dom to take on Gunther to fight for the right to take my father off, like, nah. We're not doing this. I'm taking you out. If I go through you before I get to my old man. You build Dom up like a beast to that next level. That's a good graduation for Dom into main eventer.
Okay, you know what? Oh, sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Who would you replace Gunther with in this situation? To have saved Paul Heyman and go up under his tree. I have a thought in my head, but I'll explain it to you after you give me the answer.
No, you go first so I have time to think.
Okay. Stretch. Very much of a stretch. Royce Keys.
All right, that's pretty good.
Thank you. You put him in there, make him be the de facto leader of the division because he's new, he's fresh. You bring him in, and you have Paul Heyman be the mouthpiece, but when Braun Breaker comes back, they just slightly bump heads of being the leader of the division.
I wouldn't make him the leader of the division just because when Braun Breaker comes back, it's going to be a thing. Especially with Bronson Reed. That's a lot of meat. All three of them can't be. They're not going to coincide. That's too much meat for one faction.
Okay. We'll cut the leader part
So what
out.
I would have did is Paul Heyman is a smart businessman and got Royce Keys and told him, you know what I mean? Like, hired him basically for protection and to, like, you know what I mean? Like, do him a favor so that later Paul Heyman owes Royce Keys one.
Right.
That way you can use that whenever. You can use that whenever. You know what I mean? Because they ruined Royce Keys' debut. It should not have been on SmackDown. It should have been the night after WrestleMania or last week's Raw. I think it was Raw. It should have been the Raw, if anything, after WrestleMania. That's a debut night.
That's a debut night. Yep. Or have him run in on Seth Rollins. Who knows?
I don't like to run in. I'd rather Paul Heyman be smart. And you do the favor thing because the favor thing can come back anytime. It's another ace in the hole for way later.
You're right. I'll take that off.
Because of the favor, then they could treat it like, hey, I'm going to fight him for the championship, like for Braun Breaker. Hey, remember
Right.
you owe me one? Even if Royce Keys loses, you know what I mean? But you get him in a main event and a little small feud with Braun Breaker just because Paul Heyman owes him one. And now you have that, like, you really fucked me, Paul, by helping them. You know what I mean?
Right. Even
But
though Paul had to save his own neck because
yeah,
you were out.
right. You were out. I had nobody. Like, I did what I had to do.
Mhm.
You'll understand. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but I trust you. I trust in you, kid.
Right.
You know what I mean? What?
Oh, we should have been in the
So
writing room
good.
for these.
So good.
So good.
It's funny that's how we made the Gunther and Seth Rollins work. So now we got the finally a tag team championship, Matt, but it's the women's.
It's
Not
the
gonna
women's.
hate. Not gonna hate. They got a lot of women.
hate.
A lot of them deserve to be there. Like big ups for Nia Jackson, Lash Legend.
Oh, yeah.
I don't hate them. I don't despise them. They're like mad to me, but like I can't see a reason to not want them. You know what I mean?
To
I'd
win.
rather them be the champion right now than anybody because I'm sick of Alexa and Charlotte. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? Who else is in there? Oh, and the Bellas. Nah, bro.
No.
I'll tell you right
We're not
now.
doing
If the
bellas.
Bella twins wins, I'm out.
Yo, I'm out. I'm done with it. Done with it. The whole women's tag team scene is done to me until they get them off of them. Like
I
I would
arguably
I would even secondary get Bailey and Lyra the titles before I give Bella Twins.
Bailey and Lyra are my pick that I want to win. I think they've
I
been doing
want
a lot of
right,
story work in the back and building, and now they're both starting to cheat to win. You know what I mean?
right,
Like
right.
to me, it seems like the Sami Zayn shit that should have happened, where
Yes.
they tried to play it the happy fun way, and then they realized they were getting stepped over, and they have to do something
Yes.
about it. They have to do something about it.
Yes. And it all accumulates at WrestleMania. That's how you tell that story.
So
Instead of on a
that's what I
random
want.
SmackDown. Yes.
If Nia Jackson Lash win, I wouldn't be upset either. Like I get it.
Me neither. I'm rooting for them to win.
But I'll be hurt for Becky. I'm sorry, Bailey and Lyra. I'll be hurt. I'll be hurt. They're my picks. They're the ones I want.
Got you.
Because I have no doubt that Nia and Lash can win it whenever they want. Because there's that's a powerhouse tag team.
Facts.
And I think Bailey kind of deserves that WrestleMania moment.
She definitely does. And I feel like, to be honest, I feel like they might just give it to her. They might just like pull it off and just give it to her for that.
Two-parter. One, has Nia ever had that WrestleMania moment? And two, would Nia deserve the WrestleMania moment over Bailey? As much as we like or don't like her, she's been around, she's been there, she's been doing jobs, she's been doing things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Longevity, she's been there. Like, you know what I mean? She's paid her dues, she's doing this. She put on weight, she lost weight. She's now tutoring and mentoring, but she's also hurt a lot of women. You know?
She grew. That's a tough one.
I don't remember if Bailey had the WrestleMania moment or not. Because usually, I feel like it's been all Charlotte and like Alexa over the years. You know
Charlotte,
what I mean?
Alexa, Sasha Banks,
And Becky.
And
then Bianca the year.
And then Bianca.
Yeah.
Quick search, real quick, just in case, because I really want to know now.
But
go ahead, do you think?
that's why I wouldn't be upset. I feel like they give Nia Jax her flowers. Because women's wrestling isn't the easiest. It's getting a lot better, but she's shown the consistency for how long she's been there to like stay at the top and be working with the best. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't look at her like I look at the Big Show.
Yeah, Bailey won. I'm sorry. Bailey won the women's championship at WrestleMania XL, which I can't remember which number that was.
I don't know, 30 maybe? I don't know.
Like 30 something.
Yeah.
But yeah, she had her WrestleMania moment.
Right. So like, is it now Nia's time to have that WrestleMania moment?
By that logic, yes.
But also, damn man, they're doing Bailey and Lyra dirty. Anyway, that's a talk for later when it actually happens. So now,
Right.
what do you rate this match of interest? And you know what I mean?
Going to give it a solid 7.5 because I'm dead sick of the Bella Twins and Charlotte. I'm sorry. I'm dead sick.
I'm going to go down just to be a little funny, but I also think it's in this level. I'm going to give it a 6.7.
6.7?
Because
I hate you for that, but all right.
I know. One, Bella Twins don't deserve to be in there. I would have a bunch of other females or something in it. Kabuki Warriors or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, sorry to cut you off. Heard a rumor that if Nikki Bella is not physically in shape to be in that match, they're going to put the Kabuki Warriors in. Heard a rumor.
All right.
Because she did get a little injured.
So we'll see. That to me will raise it up. And no disrespect, Brie don't deserve to be there at all. That's why like another women tag team or whatever has to be in there, not her. You know what I mean? I'd rather have a NXT women's tag team or something like that in there, getting their shot.
This will be the time to showcase your NXT talent.
So, which all the other pay-per-views do, all the with the Ring of Honor championships and stuff like that. But anyway,
right.
So I'm gonna give it a 6.7, and you're a 7 what?
7 solid, not even 7.5. 7 solid.
So then we'll go 6.85 total. We'll meet in the middle.
6.85. We'll meet in the middle. Next is the Women's Intercontinental Championship, AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch.
Damn it, I lost it. I knew I should have hit enter. I didn't hit enter. What was the first match?
Usos, LA Knight.
Right. What did we give that?
I think I gave it a 7.5. No. I gave it a 6.5. And I think you gave it 6.5 as well. Yes.
And then we had the unsanctioned match, right? And we met in the middle somewhere.
8.5 and 8.
So it was 8.25, right?
Yes.
Then we had the Seth Rollins one with Gunther.
Did we put it at a 7.5? You did a solid 7. I did a solid 7.5.
So it was 7.25. That's right.
Yes.
And then what was the other match? That's all right. I don't want to keep
the women's tag titles.
Oh yeah. And that was
I did a solid 7, and you did
6.7. So 6. I did 6.7.
Yes.
And then we met in the middle at 6.85.
Right.
So now we're at what? AJ Lee and Becky?
Yep. 5.
5.
Can we just move on for this? I don't even want to talk about it. I'm disappointed in it.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be. There's way more intercontinental championships that should have champions that should have been there.
But I will say one thing. They blew it on the fact that she made that promo calling out everybody when they could have had a fatal 4-way match and had her win that.
Yeah.
Instead of running it back with Becky. Or even have Becky in the Fatal 4 match.
Yeah, and the interview promos were garbage. The one-on-one,
was garbage. You're right. It was garbage. They basically said the same thing.
Now, Stephanie Buckhair versus Liv Morgan.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, I'm hot and ready on this one.
I'm hot and hyped. I'm going to go 9.5.
9.5. I'm agreeing with you right there.
Everything was built up. I'm excited for it. I think they're both like beating the crap out of each other, so we actually might get a little more stiffness. There's going to be some receipts in that match. They're getting really disrespectful with family and everything. They're jumping each other. I'm all
in. Some blood. Hopefully some blood.
I'm all in.
I'm all in for that. like that lump that Liv got on her head, and she posted it on social media, and everybody was just making fun of it in the group.
Oh,
shit was hilarious.
Real quick, because there's nothing left that needs to be said about this match. Roxanne and Raquel deserve to be in that tag match instead of the Bellas.
Yes, I was thinking of another.
I knew
tag
there
team
was a tag team, and I
could.
couldn't get it, but I got it now.
Yes,
so,
yes.
All right, and now
that would have bumped it up even more.
Now the sad decision. What's the Cody and Randy number?
Wait, before we hit that, sorry. Is anybody gonna turn on Liv Morgan during that match? Raquel because she's feeling shunned, and Roxanne because she still is under Finn.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a toss-up.
That's one thing I really like about this match. There's a lot of layers to it. And I'm actually okay with either women being the champ. I'm not going to be disappointed.
Not whatsoever.
I think Stephanie deserved it, and Liv deserves it.
Right? With Stephanie, if she loses, you could build her back up even stronger because her whole reign was fucking mid. I'm not even gonna say mid. Yeah, it was mid because the only person she really fought that much was Raquel.
I think,
and with Liv, but
I think the way they did Stephanie, and even at first when they weren't really letting her talk, then they started leaning in on the Spanish and letting her like be herself. It came through and it turned her into elite level.
Right.
Now, whether she has a belt or not, there's an aura around her. For like,
yes.
You know what I mean? You want to fight me? Get ready.
Right. She's one of those that now you don't really have to put a title on her. She can run a whole year without the title and just pick up wins and do this, that, and the third all the way up to the SummerSlam.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't mind her going for Intercontinental.
Not whatsoever.
It's not a downgrade, you know what I mean?
Yes.
We all know that the feuds and the belts gotta rotate.
Facts. I could see her versus Lyra Valkyria at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental title.
You know what I want to see more of? I want to see more of like when they're doing like, fatal four ways and stuff for like number one contenderships or matches. I want to see both the women's champion and the women's Intercontinental champion in those matches. So that way it kind of shows you that this is the next step.
Right.
Whether the Intercontinental champion wins or loses, you know what I mean? You build on from there, but like she's the next one coming for her.
Right.
So if the champion starts ducking her, we all know why.
Because she's a dangerous person, yeah.
Yeah, you're able to keep changing the feuds and making them a lot better and different. More variety. And it puts emphasis on why you want to have that belt.
Big facts.
All right. Let's get it done. We gotta finish this. We gotta finish this night. Cody and Randy. We've said everything we could about this. We don't have to dwell on it.
We just need a point.
We need a number.
Okay. Even though I'm probably gonna kick myself in the face in the morning because of this, I'm only gonna give it an 8 because I know the match is gonna be fire. The build-up was shit, thanks to Pat McAfee. But I got a feeling that they're gonna do some shit for that match that's gonna be great. Somebody's gonna come out, and it's not just gonna be Pat McAfee. I got that feeling. That's why I'm giving it an 8.
I'm giving it a 7.9.
7.9?
Because I think there is gonna be something that's great, but I lean the other way. I think they're gonna do some bullshit. I think they're just gonna do something that's too much and too stupid to try to hammer on and prove that every decision they made was right. I don't think they're just gonna like take an L and let the match be great and do something even better. I think they're gonna try to double down on all the bullshit they've already been doing and fuck it up again. Just because they gotta prove that, like they gotta prove that I'm in control and I'm right. I was right the whole time.
Right.
So,
and the fact that Pat McAfee said, if you walk out with the belt, You'll never see me again. I feel like that's foreshadowing that Randy's gonna win it, just so we can see more of Pat McAfee. Because they're definitely not gonna like let Pat McAfee go on some stipulation like that. Like they're gonna put up a stipulation like that, and then he just pops up next SmackDown anyway.
Yeah. So, what was your number? You were a solid 8.
I'm a solid 8.
So I'm gonna go 7.9. So we'll go 7.95 equals 7. So based on all our calculations, the overall score that we give night 1 of WrestleMania is a 7.3.
Jesus Christ. Was that like a C-?
All right. So now let's go to night 2. The better night.
Yeah.
The main night. The night we're actually going to get together and watch the way it's supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
We're going to open it up right away. ESPN or not, that's the match. Oba versus Brock.
Oba.
I'm going 9-5, baby. 9-5.
9-5?
Yeah. I'm not going to go perfect 10 only because they're big, meaty guys.
Yep.
It's not going to be it's not going to be fast paced. It's not going to be, technical. It's going to be 2 big, meaty guys slapping meat, and that's what I want. That match could be 10 minutes or 4 minutes. I don't know. I just know I'm happy to see it, and it's a battle of giants.
Yo, I'm going straight with you. 9.5, baby. Solid.
All right, the ladder match, the Intercontinental Championship match. This was a 6-man now?
No, hold on. We skipped over Finn Balor and Dominic.
They're next. Like, they're later in the card.
Why does it say like it's the second match on mine?
I don't know, but mine says free on ESPN. The ladder match is on ESPN, so they're the second card.
Okay, second card it is. Then we'll go with that. That match, I'm gonna give it 8.5. 8.5 because it's gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna go 8.7, so we'll go down to 8.6. Only because one, ESPN scares me, but ladders and Javon Evans.
Yes.
I gotta hold on the hype and the hope, and Dragon Lee's the type to just go through a fucking ladder in some crazy ass way.
True.
So, and then Rey Mysterio, like, you know what I mean? He's tiny. There's a lot of guys that can be flying that, like,
Yes. I can't wait for the spot where Javon Evans, we outside, and he just jumps over the top ropes as high as he gets. I can't wait to
see if he does a cutter, right? Does he do a cutter where someone's on the ladder and he jumps off the top turnbuckle?
Landing on the ladder?
No, not landing on a ladder. Like
no. I hear what you're saying. But like have a ladder set up, right?
Nah, I don't want that. I don't want them to get hurt. Because remember, he's got to jump backwards. He's got to jump backwards.
Right.
He's got to jump backwards. The other guy's already gonna like be rocking or shaking, I guess, on the ladder. And as he's falling, Javon catches him perfectly, and they do the cutter. I don't want nothing in the ring.
That dangerous. Right. That's gonna be a highlight of the night.
Because I don't want him jumping off the top of a ladder and doing it. That's too dangerous. You're gonna land backwards. Nah, just the top rope. Get your normal flight, the normal landing, and have the guy like wobble and fall into it or something. You know what I mean?
Now, here's what I'm thinking, right? Somebody, you know how they be putting one ladder up for the title, and they got one ladder set across the ropes in between another ladder?
Yeah.
What if, like, let's say Dragon Lee set up Penta on the ladder, and he's going for like a big splash, and Javon's on the other side, and he jumps, catches Dragon Lee, hit him with the cutter while Dragon Lee lands on Penta into the ladder.
I think that's 100% fire. I also think that's 100% end of career.
Dangerous
goes wrong. Like, you just lost 3 stars now. We're done. The match is over. Javon's dead. His spine's over. Career gone. Penta's broken. Dragon Lee's got a broken neck. It's a wrap. You know, like. But
they can make it the same way. They can probably make it the same way.
But yeah, I'm all in on that match. I want Javon to win. He's my guy in the match. I got a feeling
Yeah.
they'll put fucking Penta over, but I want Javon Evans.
Yeah, and that would make him like the youngest Intercontinental Champion.
Right. That which is fire. And I also want him to get it now while he's hot before all the jumps and all the stuff really start to hurt him.
Right.
Don't wait too late until he's super hot again later and like he's broken now.
Yes. And right after that, he goes into a segment with Kofi being one of the longest reigning Intercontinental champions.
Yep. All right. So we're all good there. 8.6 is what we got it. Now,
okay.
Not only ESPN, because it doesn't say it. Now we get to the real thing. We got Sami Zayn versus Trick.
Woo! Whoop that! Whoop that! Whoop that!
I have a hard time coming up with a number for this.
Ooh, you ain't the only one.
I really thought Melo would be in this match.
We all was hoping that, bro.
I don't understand it. He is easily the biggest snub of this entire WrestleMania.
Another fatal four-way that could have happened with him.
I believe also
Ilya Dragunov.
I believe also that you can always change it the night of and put him in it. It's just like any other show. Shit happens. You're allowed to make business decisions. But it's not fair for him to be out of it. You know what I mean?
Especially when he's been carrying that division for months.
Him and Ilya. I'm okay with Ilya. I'm okay with Ilya missing it. Only because
it's a solid triple threat.
Yeah, because I like Ilya, but I don't like the way he wrestles that much. I feel like he'll have a tendency to hurt too many guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So right now, like he can work on it and change just a little bit and win me over. But right now, I need Melo more than I need him in this match. If I can add anybody, because 0 people are out.
What if, right? Stay with me now. What if SmackDown tomorrow night they give a last chance?
I forgot SmackDown was tomorrow night. I forgot there's still a chance for him to be in it.
What do they give him a last chance like match with Ilya Dragunov? Like just because they had that history, just a last chance match, just to get into making a triple threat match.
Yeah,
and he wins that. I would be all for that.
Just gotta get him in. So let's rate it now on it just being Sami Zayn and Trick. Eesh, it's a hard number, right?
Mainly because my boy Trick is in there, and I hope he does take the belt if it's just him and Sami. And I know the match is going to be fire.
I think Sami brings it down. I'm not going to lie.
Sami does bring it down.
My match would be higher if Melo and Trick versus Sami and Trick.
Yeah. 7.8.
7.8? I was going to go 7.7.
We're right there with each other.
7.75.
7.75.
That's crazy. Now, man, I forgot all about the fact that it's SmackDown, yo. I'm so used to like it being it and stuff.
Right.
Oh, I lost it. Yeah, can you tell me what it is? What the next one is? Because I lost it.
On mine, it says
it's Dom and Finn, right?
Yeah. Well, mine says Jade Cargill. Dom and Finn is up top. But yeah, Finn Balor.
Nah, there's no way that, if Dom and Finn are higher than a women's championship match, bro, that says everything.
It's the second match on mine.
Let me see on mine. Hold on. I got it back. I have Finn Balor as the after that. So I got Jade and them coming on after Finn.
Okay.
So we'll go Demon Finn Balor versus Dom. Solid match.
Not definitely.
A WrestleMania match.
Not a
The demon
WrestleMania match.
spectacle is obviously to make it a WrestleMania match as a return of, like, you know what I mean? There's a side of Finn that we haven't seen in a while.
Seen.
With that
Yeah.
unexplained fucking heartbeat, but whatever.
Beep.
Yeah. What do I give this match?
And I just hope the interest is fire.
If he crawls, it's going to take 9 years for it to get in there.
Yeah, we got time.
Like by the time the match starts, my arms are going to be tired from going, nah, nah. My arms are going to be dead. And there's no way he's going to be in peak physical shape enough. No one can do that to crawl all the way down a WrestleMania ramp to the ring.
True.
He's going to have to do like a little, he's going to have to do like a little demon goblin move. Like, you know what I mean?
Those skip hops and shit.
With the, say what's up to the fans, slap some high fives on the way down, you know? Probably looking like Bailey with all the fucking tassels.
If I'm giving this match, if I'm giving it a fair if I'm giving it a fair rate, because I know Finn and I know Dominic and I know the hatred that's going to be intertwined in that match, and they got to make Dominic look good for a AAA champion, I'm giving it an 8. Solid 8.
I was going 7.8. 7.8.
7.8.
I don't think it's an 8.0. I think it's a 7.8.
We can be in the middle.
7.9?
7.9.
Then we got... we were doing so well until we got here.
Oh, well.
There's nothing to say. Jaden, mommy. I already got mine off the bat. I'm going a solid 5.6.
This is crazy because I was going to say 6.5. No, I'm dropping it down. 6.
6? So we'll go 5.8. 5.8.
5.8.
I can't give it a 6. I can't go higher than that because it's been such a disaster. I have no want or need for this match. It's the wrong champion. She hasn't done nothing to win me over. She's never said anything, acted anything, done anything. They've given her an entourage to try to help things out because she can't command an audience alone.
And they fumbled the shit out of that promo. Oh my God.
And because Mommy is like one of the top biggest stars that's not in a feud. She's already in a feud. That's what's crazy about it.
Right.
If it wasn't for Jade not being able to sell anything, Mommy would definitely, her and Io would have a Kabuki Warriors match.
Yeah. They would have been in the tag match.
And that's where you would have got, not even just in a tag match. They could have been their own separate match because the Kyrie and Io would have been a story they told the entire match until the very end. Now we're talking about them doing that in Jade Cargill and Rhea's match. You know what I mean?
I see.
That's still the main story that we were wanting to see at WrestleMania, and we're just pushing it into another match. So
it's leaking over into that match.
I just don't want to be too disrespectful. So that's why, 5.8. That's it. You ain't a 6. It's a 5.8, bro.
It is what it is.
There's nothing more to say on that match. Awful job.
They botched it up. For me, if that promo would have went just a tiny bit better, like without them fumbling all over each other, and like you made Jade Cargill just more of a dominant leader threat. They didn't even have her speak. Just have the flunky speak for her. This probably would have been a little bit better.
Can I ask you one question?
Do you think?
From the second she won the belt and they did everything till now, what percentage would you say, if any, did Jade Cargill improve and impress you? Or do you feel, like I do, she's the exact same person she was when they just gave it to her and she started? I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything that she does better. To the point where she just started dressing more flamboyant to stand out. Her
That was
wardrobe
basically it.
is the only thing that changed. She just came out here looking like Big Bird Hollywood Hogan.
Big Bird Hogan. That to me is a little bit spot on because think about it.
Bro,
100 days not defending that title.
That's-
Unless I know what you're about to say to me. I already know what you're about to say to me. I was hard on for it. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Trying to believe.
I was trying to give her that belief. But when you go 100
I
days,
believe in Jay Cargill. And then she's like, don't believe in Jay Cargill.
but when you try and the thing is, they try to pull off a Roman Reigns type thing with the bloodline without him defending it often, but it didn't work. It didn't work. The order wasn't there. The mystique.
You just
wasn't
reminded
there.
me of something. Let's talk about something better. Sorry.
What's up? We already did the numbers anyway.
MFT's another big snub at WrestleMania. The Wyatts, another big snub at WrestleMania.
They're on the SmackDown before WrestleMania, which is crazy as shit.
Right, because it's just wasted, but it's got to get done. They did just want to consider it a WrestleMania weekend. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're the pre-show, the honorable mention WrestleMania match.
Definitely. But even that, I would have put on and replaced the Usos 6-man tag match to open up night one. I would have done it as a stadium brawl type thing. Because it's there's a whole lot of them, it's 4-on-4 or whatnot. And because the fact that Solo approached Royce Keys with that offer, I would have made this a stadium brawl, but have Uncle Howdy get Royce Keys to join him instead, so it could be a 5-on-5 brawl.
Something.
Why are we not in those rooms?
Stuck up. They stuck up. So now, let's get to our main event.
Let's go, baby.
WrestleMania 42. CM Punk versus the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. I'm all right with it.
This match right here.
Like, they did everything I expected them to do. There was no curveballs. There was no nothing. So, like, the build-up was kind of meh. They just got personal enough. And then the TKO shit and everyone calling everybody out on it kind of made it better and worked in that match's favor, you know?
Right.
It worked out better for Punk and them before Cody and them.
Right. And it kind of fell flat on that Raw when they didn't do it. They just stared each other down to the end of the episode.
The fact
that's what dropped it a little bit for me.
Yeah. It dropped it for me, but the fact that they brought up all the families, that brings it back up because it means every man on deck, every Samoan on deck, you know what I mean? So, like, anything can happen. The possibilities now of who gets involved and why, you know what I mean?
Facts.
It could be the biggest family moment you've ever seen in wrestling, where no matter how much they hate each other, they love their family more than CM Punk thinks they do. And Punk just gets obliterated at some point. You know what I mean?
And I understand you perfectly. But imagine a world, right, where that last promo, Roman just says, listen, we might not be united all the time, but when it comes to their tribal chief and this family, and you disrespecting us, we can have it like this. And everybody comes out. The Usos, Solo and his crew. That's already 7 people, bro.
Yeah.
Surrounding the ring.
That's
and
what
you're by yourself.
I would have them knock the referee out. Right?
Knock the referee out?
Yeah. And have everybody come out and just obliterate Punk. Like, only at the end of the match, obviously, while it's still going. Everybody obliterate Punk. And and then have The Rock come out last. And then after
Put the nail in the coffin.
After The Rock hits him with a rock bottom or something, then The Rock calls out another referee. And Punk just loses. Because storyline wise, it makes sense. I don't think it makes Punk look weak. I think it just shows, it just makes the Samoan family, like, you know what I mean? There's more than one royal family, but there's not a family bigger than the Samoans.
The Samoans, definitely not.
You know what I mean? Like they're the ones you'll never piss off. And then for the rest of all time, any Samoan has that on their side. You know what I mean? And Punk will always be brought up in wrestling legacy ever. Because they'll always say, "Don't be careful what you say about my family. Don't be CM Punk.
Don't be a martyr. Don't be CM Punk.
You know what I mean?"
Don't live life like a martyr.
And that'll be forever, ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And I don't think it makes Punk look bad. I think it'll show everybody that one wrong slip of the tongue,
and you could be on that list.
Yeah. Like if you want to get personal, get personal. But just make sure when you're personal, you remember that every other person that's involved in that personal attack.
Facts. Shit, they got like 6 other family members that's not even in WWE.
You know what I mean?
That could make the trip over.
And you end it with Roman getting the belt and The Rock or Solo putting the Ulafala on him. Like a sign of respect that I may want this later or whatever, but right now you're the tribal chief in your family. You earned that.
Facts.
This wasn't about us. This wasn't. We can come for what we want later, but right now we are all united, and we all stand behind you tonight for the family.
For the family. That's it.
That's it. That'd be dope as hell. It might not come off and look as great, like, oh my God, the shock surprise. You know what I mean? Like. The ending doesn't need to be CM Punk kicking out a billion times after that to be a superhero. You know what I mean?
Facts.
If he's gonna
he has to get destroyed.
If he's gonna do it before The Rock comes out and everybody does his move on him, the spike, the slam, let him kick out once, like, oh, I'm Superman. Nah, fuck your family, and then let The Rock come out and put the nail in the coffin.
Yes, like he has to get beat down so much and bloody that he's crawled over to the corner and he's just looking at all of them.
And just know when you think you got all of us, there's one more. There's always one more lurking.
And that's when The Rock's music hits.
Yeah. Like when everybody's just staring at him like, this motherfucker, he don't get it. He don't get it. And someone goes to grab him and pick him up again. And then The Rock's music. And they all look and smile at him and just let it drop him again and just go, fucked up.
You fucked up. They just keep stomping him out until The Rock makes his way down there.
I can't wait to see what happens and then clip this and go, that was better, right?
That was so much better.
Yep.
Well,
that's it. That's all I got, baby. WrestleMania 42.
Wait. Did we give it a number?
Oh, we didn't give it a number. That's right.
I'm going to give it a solid 9.
I'll give it a solid 9. I don't want to go higher or lower because the potential, like we just created a way better match that I want to watch. You know what I mean? It's too solid, guys. So let's see.
It's too solid.
So when we add the solid 9, divide that by 7. That can't be right. That don't make no sense. Oh, it's because of that match that ruined it.
What happened?
So I was doing the averages, right? And there's 7 matches, right?
Yep.
Because of that horrible Jade match, it actually brought the average for night 2 to 6.9.
God damn! So, but in our opinions,
it should have been worse than night 1. It was going to be a lot. bigger. It's still a better night. Just if you give it a number, that the averages, you know what I mean? That brings it down. But if you take that away, you know what I mean? It's way higher.
Okay.
So that's crazy.
Of course it is.
So like if you take that match out, it's like a solid 7.1.
Yeah. Okay. We'll give it that.
So if you average both, bro, it's like a 7. It's a C plus. That's the fucking. Well, it's a R when we grew up, a C average. Nowadays, that's like fucking A minus or some shit like that.
6 more minuses after that.
You know what I mean? Because of the fucking participation trophies everybody gets. But it's a very C and meh pay-per-view.
Definitely is.
But all right, that's all I got. You good? You got anything else you want to talk about? Or are we gonna close?
Nah. It's just it's gonna be WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania weekend.
That's it, baby. For WrestleMania weekend, 2 lifelong wrestling fans, all we can say is what it's gonna be. We're gonna watch it. For WrestleMania, our biggest pay-per-view, what we look forward to for the whole year. That goes to show you how TKO is. I miss Vince.
Yeah.
I miss him.
I miss Vince too.
To me, he ain't do nothing that no other billionaire or millionaire has ever done. But it's all right. You always mess with the one chick that just gotta get you. He got.
Yeah, he got.
But
now the fact that I don't know. What we're gonna do.
Yeah, it's 25% off for WrestleMania tickets because we're desperate and we suck.
25%.
Yeah, a whole quarter off because of how terrible we are, and no one can actually afford to go to WrestleMania. I can't.
Right. I'm definitely sure I can.
Plane tickets, everything, I can. Not to mention the merch you want to buy when you're there.
Facts.
I can't afford it. Lifelong wrestling fan, can't afford it.
Shit, it's way too much at this point.
But episode 24, y'all.
Kobe.
Everybody, please like, subscribe on our YouTube. Help some brothers out so we can live stream and do some more stuff on our spare time separately.
We're at 40 subs. We need 10 more to start going live.
Anything. Just send it to a friend who don't even care, bro. Anything. Family member. Your daughter's kids one. Doesn't matter. Son's one.
Big facts.
Just help us out. Well, I wish we knew 10 people. I'm just kidding. But everybody, thank you so much. This is episode 24. The opposite of 42, which is the WrestleMania we're watching.
Ironically.
I'm your boy, Pat Nasty. That's your boy.
The juice, baby.
Thanks for watching. See you next week.